Officials confirmed this weekend that the CDC is set to conduct a large-scale study to examine if there's a link between vaccines and autism. This is despite hundreds of worldwide clinical trials and studies proving there is no link, including at least 2 previous CDC investigations. The Trump administration still pushing forward. NewsNation's Elina Shirazi is live in Washington, D.C. with the latest. This is a divisive issue, Elina. What are you learning?
It's one of the more controversial topics, Hena. You know, the news comes amid one of the largest measles outbreaks the United States has seen in years, centered in West Texas as well as New Mexico. But a spokesperson for the Health and Human Services Department saying that the CDC is delivering on the transparency that Americans expect. During his joint address to Congress last week, President Trump touched on the topic of autism and the increase of the number of children diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. Take a look at that.
Not long ago, and you can't even believe these numbers, 1 in 10,000 children had autism, 1 in 10,000, and now it's 1 in 36. There's something wrong, 1 in 36, think of that. So we're going to find out what it is, and there's nobody better than Bobby and all of the people that are working with you. You have the best to figure out what is going on.
Scientists saying that the increase in autism cases is a result of increased awareness of the disorder and ongoing changes in the way that doctors diagnose it. Claims that autism is linked to vaccines, though, Hena, have long been disproven by the scientific community.
We heard President Trump mention Bobby. We know he's the newly appointed Health and Human Service Secretary. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has long been a vaccine skeptic. How does this play into this decision?
Yeah, it was one of the cornerstones, really, of his campaign of, who he was and who he was going to be in Congress. But RFK's previous statements regarding vaccines did serve as a major sticking point during his confirmation hearings as well. Take a look at that exchange.
Vaccines do not cause autism. Do you agree with that?
As I said, I'm not going to go into HHS with any preordained.
I asked you a simple question, Bobby. The studies all over the world say it does not. What do you think?
Senator, if you show me those studies, I will absolutely, as I promised to Chairman Cassidy, I will apologize.
That is a very troubling response.
Before I conclude, I want to make sure the committee is clear about a few things. News reports have claimed that I'm anti-vaccine or anti-industry. I am neither. I am pro-safety.
Senator Mitch McConnell as well. This was a sticking point for him because he survived polio as well, so he did not want to vote for RFK Jr. But this announcement from the CDC also coming just days after the chair of the Senate Health Committee, Bill Cassidy, who is a doctor as well, said further research into any links between vaccines and autism would be a, quote, waste of money. Meanwhile, Trump's nominee for CDC director, Dr. Dave Weldon, is scheduled for Senate committee hearings this week. Some senators have already expressed their concerns over his views as well on vaccines. Hena.
No doubt this will be a bigger conversation where you are this week. Elina Shirazi live for us in Washington, D.C. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.